Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Brooke and today we're getting chatty, old school YouTube vibes, and we're doing a favorites video. Let's get to it. Kicking it off right away with beauty favorites. I've got a few things here. I feel like my makeup lately has just been looking fire, honestly. I've been getting the most compliments on my makeup than I ever have in my entire life, which I feel like says something. And I feel like I owe it a lot to this product, which is like the best. It's the LYFT Halo Glow Liquid Filter Glow Booster for Radiant Skin. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. It has a lot of different uses, but I will tell you how I use it, which is as a base for makeup. So I'll do my skincare, moisturizer, eye cream, sometimes even like my serums, whatever. And then I will go in with this. You can wear it on its own, for sure, but where I think it exceptionally shines is when you put a foundation and like your concealer and everything else on top. There are definitely days that I wear it on its own and it's giving like light tinted moisturizer, kind of just like a light glow, and it's really pretty. But I feel like under makeup, it just like locks everything in. It's a great base. It does a really good job of like evening everything out, and just like makeup on top wears beautifully with this. I have the shade 3, light/medium. I just put it on with a makeup sponge. It is like this sort of applicator where I just kind of like rub it all over my face. I've been loving it, and I feel like this has to be like why I'm getting compliments. You could also use this, I know, as a highlighter. Like people will put it on their face and do that sort of thing. There's a multi-use. That's how I use it. Also, did you notice we're in a sweater? It is currently 85 degrees outside. I decided mentally it's fall for me, at least when I'm inside. So here we are in our cozy sweater. Okay, next up. This is the Ordinary Multi-Peptide Lash and Brow Serum. Now, I can't remember if I've talked about this before, maybe just in my vlogs, which if you didn't know, I make vlogs and they're fun. They're like week in my life, long videos. We have fun over here. This guy is amazing. I've used a lash and brow serum for a while now. I'm in like a era where I just want to grow everything from like my hair to, my eyelashes to my brows. To do so, I've been using a myriad of products, but this is the one that has stuck around and it's the most cost effective. I've used lash serums that are like from those brands that are like so much money, and it's a little ridiculous, honestly, because I feel like this accomplishes the same thing and it's like only $14. So it's a little brush and it just has a little serum on it. I use it usually at night after I take off my makeup. I try to do it every single night. I will swipe it through my brows. I'll swipe it on my eyelashes. And I feel like I've seen noticeable growth. I think I've seen the most growth with this on my brows. On my lashes, I think they always look pretty good. I wouldn't say like they're blooming with growth or anything, but I do feel like this works though, especially in like maintaining like the health of your stuff. So if you're looking for a good lash and brow serum, it's like an easy thing to add into the routine. I feel like it's something, I mean, I've been self-tanning this whole summer, but as we go into fall, I will still be wearing my SPF, don't worry, but I'm not planning on intentionally like going in the sun tanning vibes. So self-tanner, but we still wanted to look natural. Not a fan of the orangey look, at least on me. I just want something quick, easy, and most of all doesn't smell like self-tanner. I've recommended a host of self-tanning products in the past, and I'm always trying new ones, so I don't want to like discredit my old opinions that I've shared with you guys. But this is something that's really cost effective. I feel like that's like a theme of these few items here. This is the Jergens Natural Glow Plus Firming Daily Moisturizer. Fair to medium skin tones. I used this like back in the day. Like this was like an OG favorite. I don't know why I stopped using it, but I've rediscovered it. You can get it for like less than $10. Not only is it a fantastic moisturizer, I feel like a lot of these self-tan products, like they don't actually moisturize your skin. This one, I'm like, whoa, like I feel moisturized, and it provides really good natural looking color. You could definitely layer it up too, like, if you want to take a shower and then like put it on again, like you can layer it up, which I think is cool. I use it all over my body. I don't really notice that it gets super streaky. It's definitely light, like buildable coverage. I do go light, around like my wrists, my elbows, like the knees, feet, whatever, those areas, because I feel like those are the ones that show self-tan stuff the most. Sometimes I'll do a full self-tan with like a mousse or something a little more intense, but this is like my day-to-day put it on product. I don't feel like it transfers to clothes. I don't feel like it smells. I really just think it's great. Okay, this is something that I feel like I haven't talked about, and I've recommended deodorants in the past, and this I wouldn't say is the most effective deodorant, but I feel like this is effective for what it is. So let's talk about it. I have always had, I mean, I have dark hair. It's dyed a little bit right now, but I have dark hair. And that means that I have dark hair pretty much everywhere. I have dark under eyes, and I have very like, they almost like have just like a cast of like, it's almost like looks like there's like a shadow there always, even if I'm perfectly shaven. And I tried getting laser, it didn't really work, which I don't really, we should unpack that at a later date. But I, you know, shave every day. I still always feel like I have like a cast of something there. So I went online and I started like doing all my research. I was like, what can I do to like fix this? What can I do? And this came up, and it was a little pricey, but I was like, let's get into this. This is the original underarm brightening cream deodorant from Forgotten Skincare. I mean, the Google search worked for this because I've never heard of this brand. It says brighten and deodorize your underarms with salicylic acid, vitamin C, and uva blah blah blah. Apply a pea-sized amount to each underarm morning and evening. Do I do it morning and evening? No, I do it like when I remember, because like I said, I don't really think this is the most effective deodorant. In fact, I'll like sometimes do this, like let it seep in and then like put a deodorant on top of it, or like an antiperspirant, I guess. I don't know, like a Dove or Native. I wish I like took pictures to track my results, but I do feel like this is doing something. I mean, it's not a miracle worker, but I feel like it's brightening. And I read online that you could also just use like brightening skincare in general to your underarm region, but I was like, I'm gonna use something that's like made for your underarms. I like that it's a pump. It's a little weird because it's like a deodorant cream, so I really only do it like after I freshly shower, because otherwise I feel weird doing it. Only if I know I'm like super clean, because like, you know, you have to like take a pump and like rub it in. This just, you know, helps boost the confidence a little bit, which we like. Fashion. Now, I'm no fashionista, all right? I'm really not. I'm just trying to get through. It was the summer of Birkenstocks for me, especially the latter half of the summer. The Arizona Birkenstocks, that is this style. Honestly, I just have had a Birkenstock renaissance. I haven't worn them since like high school. Rediscovered these. They are the comfiest freaking shoe. Wear them with everything from like a sundress to jean shorts to jeans. Like even when I'm just like out casually running errands with like, you know, if I'm wearing just like a casual workout outfit, like I'll slip these on if I'm just like running around the block or whatever. Like running to the lobby, you know, around the house. Great shoes, just really good shoes. I'm gonna try to take them a little bit into the fall with socks styled correctly. We will see. I would be remiss if I didn't talk about these. I did just order the, which they haven't come in yet, but Birkenstock Boston ones, the like cloggy looking ones. I never had those ever in my entire life, but people have been styling them so freaking cute with like a looser jean, just t-shirt, like a sweater. Oh my god, I love it. Like I feel like this type of little sweater, loose jeans, and those shoes would be like such a cute look. I'm here for practical, comfortable, especially when it comes to shoes. I live in a city. I love a cute pair of heels, do not get me wrong. But if I know that I have to walk home, I can't wear my most like crazy stiletto because I will get blisters, I will break my ankle. Like it's just not gonna work for me. So we need to figure out something that's gonna be accommodating. Next on here, cuts t-shirts, specifically their crop tops. Now mine are conveniently all in the wash right now because I've been wearing them so much. I will insert some overage of the ones that I have. So my favorite is the tomboy tee, the cropped tomboy tee. It's perfectly tight in the chest and loose. I don't love to show off my midsection. I didn't think that I like loved a crop top, but the way that these lay and hit, like they are just so flattering with jean shorts, with athleisure, with sweatpants, with literally anything. Like I just feel like it's good to have these in a bunch of colors to have as like a basis for your wardrobe if you're like me and you can't really dress, you know. I can, but you know, when I'm like making decisions, I'm like, I don't know. I'll start with like this black t-shirt and go from there. This one I have right here is the Almost Friday tee. It's the looser of the two, but you can't really tell because it's just like a black t-shirt, little crop top. I wear a size large. I am working with cuts over on Instagram, so I want to be transparent about that. However, I love them. They also have fabulous men's attire. I do have a code because I'm working with them, like I said, on Instagram, just transparently, but they're not paying me to say this in this video. I wouldn't be talking about them again if I didn't love them so much. You can use my code Brooke for 15% off cuts. Let me know if you have any questions of what to get in the comments or whatever, because I would say start with the tomboy crop tee, and they have like great colors. I'm into it. It's good stuff. Okay, now we're gonna get into some really random stuff, so prepare yourself. I'm gonna get into books after, but for all my readers out there, if you have a boyfriend who sleeps next to you, or a girlfriend, or a whoever, or just a roommate, maybe you're in college, I feel so bad because I do a lot of my reading before bed, and my sweet boyfriend is next to me and he's like, could we please turn off the light? I'm like, of course we could turn off the light. However, I want to keep reading, so I found the perfect book light. I've gone back and forth, I've tried a few, and this is it. It's nice and sleek, so it's portable, it can slip right in your purse or in your book. It actually has a bookmark component to it too. Comes in a bunch of different colors. It's like 10 bucks. The like little light portion is bendable, which you don't think that these little details matter, but when you're in a pitch black room and someone is in that room also trying to sleep, you want to be respectful, but you also want to be able to read your book because you don't want to strain your eyes. You have to be thinking here. And the light comes in a bunch of like different colors. So it has like a more white light setting and like a more orange light setting, if that makes sense. You could hold it, turn it off. It easily charges via USB. Like, I'm like a saleswoman for this because it's like literally $10. At that price, if it breaks, it breaks. Like, it saved me many a nights recently. I had a book light before this one. It wasn't perfect. The light on it was way too bright. This one's perfect. Okay, next up we have my new agenda. I'm a paper agenda person. I need to write it down. I need to see it. I like having digital too though, because otherwise I will miss deadlines or whatever. But like for my day-to-day, when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, like what's on deck for today? I like to have like my big to-dos written down. And this agenda is from Paper, Papier. You can completely customize it. I chose this cover design and put my name on it. I don't think my name is very centered in that box, which drives me a little crazy, but the agenda itself is so cute that we'll be okay. I mean, it's nothing revolutionary. This is what the like week looks like. So you have a box for every day. It's like, you know, about the size of my hand or whatever. And it's just enough room for me. I don't need any more room than that because I really only write down the big things for the day. Any of my smaller stuff or hourly things, like those are all in the digital calendar. I just like to have the big stuff. If I'm, you know, filming a video, if I'm recording a podcast, if I have like a big meeting, whatever. But if it's like more hourly things, like I said, those don't have to be written down. So for me, this agenda is great. It started in July. I got the like academic year one. It also, I haven't used it yet, but that's what I have tabbed off is the monthly spreads. I just realized it's September now, so I need to go to the next month. I feel like it's the perfect amount of like involved too. Sometimes I feel like the planners go a little too above and beyond with too many extra fill-ins and like, you know, what are you having for dinner? It's like, I don't know what I'm having for dinner. I haven't thought that far yet. I guess that's the point of the planner, but like that's just not how I use a planner. I like to just have my day, have the monthly spread, maybe a few little extras. Beautiful. And they have such beautiful planner options on their website. I was on like a tirade trying to find the perfect planner. I was on Etsy, I was everywhere. So many of my friends have recommended me digital planners and I like use my iPad, whatever. I just like wanted a good physical planner that was dated too. I really like dated planners because I like it to be in real time. I don't know, something about that, but nothing too crazy. And this is it for me. It's doing good things for me. We have a Trader Joe's favorite, the brown sugar oat creamer. I mean, do I need to say any more? Like, say less. It is so good. You only need a little bit. So sweet. I know that they have that drink at Starbucks, like the shaken espresso with like brown sugar or whatever. I wouldn't say that it tastes the same. It's different. I'm not used to a creamer. Normally I just do like almond milk in iced coffee. I get like a big jug of like cold brew or iced coffee and then I do like almond milk or oat milk in it. This is a creamer, so you need a lot less, which I learned the first time when I just like started pouring it and I was like, well, this is way too sweet because it's kind of sweetener and like cream in one. So only use a little bit. I feel like it gives my coffee the perfect sweetness that it tastes like I kind of got it at a coffee shop. That's the thing. When I make a coffee at home, I want it to essentially emulate a going to a coffee shop experience because that's a whole experience for me. Like the walk there, getting the drink, the ice in the cup, just like the experience of it. I know that might sound ridiculous, but like it's something that is so satisfying to me that like that is worth paying the like $6, $7, $8 for it because I get that much satisfaction from it. So I like to make coffees at home that emulate that. This might sound so ridiculous and I know people are like, okay, geez, Brooke. However, if you want to, you know, have that coffee shop experience at home, easy, get this creamer. I've been seeing it talked about all over TikTok and Instagram. I saw someone just like went and stocked up on them because they're that good. So take my advice. But when I'm filming this, I don't think the fall items are out at Trader Joe's yet, but hopefully they'll be out soon because I want to film another fall Trader Joe's video. Let me know if you guys would want to see that. Oh, and then another favorite, obviously in the coffee category, it's got to be the pumpkin cream cold brew at Starbucks. My order is a venti pumpkin cream cold foam cold brew. That's what it is. They make a foam with like pumpkin or something and a regular cold brew and then 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla in the drink. I'm extra. That's not an everyday thing. It's a special thing, but it's really good. Okay, books. I've been reading a ton if you've been watching my vlogs. I don't know. I've just been so into like sitting down with a book recently and it also gets me off my phone. My screen time has been out of control, so I've been needing to like get offline and honestly stop scrolling and stop doom scrolling. And just like, I do this to myself where I'll like catch myself in such a foul mood and I'll be like, oh, I wonder why I'm feeling so upset. Probably because I spent half the day on my phone like stalking people that I literally don't care about, but like I do it to a point that it makes me irrationally upset. So in an effort to stop that, I'm gonna read more, and I have been reading more. I read these 2 books in the past like 3 days, so they get a highlight in this video. Also, these are 2 fantastic books. If you're like, you haven't been reading, get back into these. I used to be the person that I would always have a show I was watching. I would always be watching something on Hulu, Netflix, whatever. I don't really even have a show anymore because I have a book instead. I know that sounds like so ridiculous. Like, I'm just so cool, I have a book now. Like, no. But honestly, something about it, it's just as good. You're not on a screen, so double benefits there. I'm a physical book gal, so we got the books here. Okay, In 5 Years by Rebecca Searle. I don't want to give spoilers, but I mean, it's the title of the book. It's about this girl, Danny, who she's living her life in New York City. She lives with her boyfriend and they get engaged. She falls asleep, she wakes up, and it's 5 years later, and she is living in a different apartment with a different man. A whole bunch of things have changed, and she's like, what the heck? But it's still her. Like, she goes and checks and whatever. And then she, you know, wakes back up in her actual body, but she like had this vision of the future. It basically has the leading up to that moment and like, did that actually happen? Why did that happen? It's a love story, a lot about friendship too. And I found it to be really real. I cried. I really enjoyed this one. I found it to be really great. And it's New York City based, which we love. I love reading books about New York City because I live here, so the references and everything, they just are so real to me. They'll be like, oh, I was walking up this one street, and I'm like, I walked up that street yesterday. Like, I don't know, something about it. And it's not super long actually. So if you're looking to get back into reading, this might be a good one to kind of like jumpstart you, because it's like only around 200 pages. So a great one to get you back. Okay, next is Can't Look Away by Carola Lovering. She's the author of Tell Me Lies, which is another one of my favorite books. I loved it so much. They made it into a Hulu series. I watched it. I love it. Just big fan of this girl. I don't know if the cover does it justice. Like, I feel like this looks kind of like scary, spooky almost, and it's a little thriller vibe, but like it's not like chasing with knives and like, you know, murder mystery vibe. It's another love story, kind of flips back and forth between perspectives from like different years, when they're in like their early 20s to like when they're in their 30s. And it's about the love story, I guess, between Molly and Jake, and it's kind of like about their lives. This is also New York City based and other places, but a lot of it takes place in New York City, so we love that again. There's many twists and turns, I would say, and then there is some sort of a like, if you read The Last Mrs. Parrish, some sort of a like that element where it's like suburban mom, twisted things, but nothing crazy. Like thriller, but like not to the point that you're like, I'm scared to like be alone right now. More thriller, like, oh, I want to keep reading to see what happens. I hope I explained this well. I'm trying not to give spoilers, that's the thing, because I feel like both of these, if I say too much, it will ruin the whole thing and you'll be like, hey, like I get it now. So read these, let me know if you've read them. Yeah, next I'm reading this one. I'm about to start this, Ali Hazelwood, Love on the Brain. And this is by the author of The Love Hypothesis, which I did enjoy. So I'll let you guys know. You can always follow me on Instagram for my book updates at Brooke Michio. I post like a picture basically of when I finish the book, and I give a little review summary, and then I talk about them more here on YouTube. I used to have a Goodreads, I don't do that anymore. I felt like Instagram was a more effective way for me to update everyone in real time what I'm reading. That's it. I honestly wasn't in a chatty mood before this, but like I feel like we chatted, we caught up a little bit. Let me know what you guys are loving in the comments below. I feel like we need to bring back some of these OG YouTube videos. Next, I want to do a what's in my purse, because I feel like it's gonna give what it needs to be given. I need to take off the sweater or put on the AC because I am sweating. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in my next video very soon. Bye guys.